Oh, a season of love has begun again. Springtime, and while many others are looking for someone, I find myself matchmaking. But what can I say?
Okay. Taylor, as you can see, I'm new on my next match.
Wait. You look like Agrin Turfy.
You're right, like the cafe owner in the south.
It's good that we both know who you look like now, Matchmaker.
Yes, it is good. It's better to have some info on who I need to match.
All you have to do is use your instincts as a matchmaker, and I'll supply you with info. So, let me tell you about the traits I know about Agrin Turfy. He is an extrovert and is the cafe owner of the Woodfrost Cafe. He loves food, feels competitive towards the cafe in the north, and is fashionable.
Ah, that feels better. Literature? Let's read. Teaser? What for?
Matchmaker, I've read in my notes about you, and apparently you have some frustration with your job? And also, how did you get to the next match when you had difficulty using your powers?
Right, I'll tell you. The truth is that I lied and tried to exit the village by having the win to be with the match for me.
Excuse me? Matchmaker, how could you do such a thing as sabotage a match? Don't you know the power of love in this village makes leaving Amour village impossible? And matchmakers can't commit crimes. So did you fail?
Yes, I did fail.
Serves you right. After all, matchmakers who going against their role doesn't go well for them, and matchmakers eventually return back to their role. I'm glad you came back.
Oh, Finley, I'm so sorry that I'm late. I tried to get here sooner. It's just that I happen to lose my bearings quite a bit.
Oh, that makes sense now. Sorry I didn't notice, Lorenza. You know, I take care of the things I have. So from today on, I'll do my best to take care of you, but not leaving you to find your way on your own. Tila really did chew me out this time, but I can't blame her. What I did was terrible. Why is it that this cafe is well known, yet the place is never full of people? Roadbin, we can still be better than the North Cafe if we have good overall sales. Don't you know that the people of this village seem to book many times at this place and have reservations here? I sure hope so. Being the best cafe in Amour Village would really help us out.
Look, Henry, I could send some of my ores over to the armor.
Wow, but really, Cindy is such a model miner.
She has great sales and continues to have a helpful attitude. I mean, she's just so modest. Truly is an example.
Oh, hey there, Cindy. How's the mining going? You should know that the North is proud to have someone like you here.
Oh, thank you, Pear. I do have to keep up with the rest of the miners, including your wife.
Oh, but you're too modest. My wife tells me that you are a force to be reckoned with as a miner. Thank you, Sydney, for the ores. You've been a great supplier for my shop.
Oh, come then, you're exaggerating. I just try my best to supply the village with ores.
You really are the model miner people hype you up to be, and are humbled to be.
things have influenced me to be a model minor. What am I saying? I've known about this for some time. Here I go again. Bottling up my feelings for the entire day. I know I shouldn't be crying. And I just can't stand it. I talk with people, but I'm not close to them. I can't stand how my makes you hurt. But I don't have the initiative to change it. And no one can even tell that I think this way. It turns out my parents were the only ones that can read me. Coming here was a mistake. Welcome to the north part of the village. My name is Cindy Millsman. You must have come a long way because the north part of the village is so far from the rest of the village.
Well, yes, my name is Agrin Turfy.
Agrin Turfy? So you're the one competing with Diamis?
Yes.
Agrin? What are you doing here?
I just want to observe your cafe. Surely you're fine with that.
Well, it's not like you can gain much from observing. And I'll never turn down a possible customer. Sure.
It doesn't seem like I bit the match yet. Did you just say match? Oh, sure.
So you're here for love too? Hear me out. I've been searching for someone to be with in this village of love, but haven't been able to find the one for me.
I see.
I mean, I was chosen for a job here. Wait, that's confidential.
I see.
So, what are you here at the cafe for?
Man, that dude sure talks my ear off. He seems really upset he hasn't found someone. At least enough to complain to me about it.
Oh, so we meet again.
Yes, we do.
Wait, what were you here for?
Ah, just here to observe my competitor.
Really? You came all the way here from the south just to view your competitor? You must be dedicated.
Why are you here?
Well, I was going to decide whether I should eat the sweets from here or the bakery.
I see. Windsick. What? Is this for real?
What? Oh, sorry. Private matters?
I have to be on my way. It's nice to meet you, Matchmaker. Greetings, leader. Ha ha ha. No need to be so formal. You matchmakers are the foundation of Amour Village. After all, call me Gilnor. I see then, Gilnor. Do you know why I asked to see you? No. It's because, among matchmakers, you seem to be the most troubled. So let me tell you something about matchmaking. Don't I already know everything about it? Did you know that a matchmaker's child won't become a matchmaker? What? Now you know something most matchmakers don't. Why are you telling me this? To motivate you to not deter from the path again. I see. Now, let me tell you more. 1/10 of the active population of Amour Village will always be matchmakers, meaning that the growth of the village will mean more matchmakers. So that means we currently have 132 people permanently living in the village. We have 15 matchmakers in total, meaning we have at least 150 people in Amour Village. Correct. We have at least 150 people here. Now, do you know who handles the matchmakers' funding? The Watchers? Actually, it's me. I handle the funding of the village on a government level. I see. I just want you to understand that I stand by my Watchers' decisions. If you wonder why they do what they do, feel free to give me a message to meet up. To tell you the truth, Carrie, in my homeland, Zulanica, people sometimes call me the prince who lives in the past, due to my love of history and reading. Is such a person worthy of a title of being called king?
Dawson, it's not a problem that you should worry about. Being conscious of the past will help you with your decisions. and you already have qualities of a good king.
Thank you for your kind words, sweetheart.
You're the watcher Taylor told me about?
I'm just as surprised that you're a matchmaker. It's such a shame that you're not the one to match me. Have you met Arsonist, the watcher at the center? Apparently he's gotten matched,
And he's probably so lovey-dovey. Oh, really? Why isn't it me? I've always been the one who wanted to be matched more than him. Look at me. Do I look ugly? Of course not. I'm a dashing young bachelor. Oh, so you actually say that about yourself. Of course, not to mention that I enjoy the lively cafe of the north while eating cookies in a fine manner. Oh, wow. Who wouldn't want to be with me? Well, about that. Stop right there. I won't take any blows to my falsely blown up ego. Anyway, I think Agron's match might be Cindy. I've been meeting her quite a bit. Oh really? Well, I'll tell you what I know about Cindy. She's an introvert, it seems, a minor. She's mysterious, friendly with the other minors, and she's known as a model minor among them. She's quite revered among the minors.
Nice to see you again, Agron.
Likewise.
Oh, you don't know, do you? One thing about the bakery is that it's family run. The husband of Lorana and her children enter the help.
Oh really?
I could totally show you around sometime.
And so could I. Wait, would you like for me to show you around the south?
Really? Wait, I'm supposed to offer first, so I should show you around first.
Hey, you seem far more excited. Let's meet up at the south. What day will work for you? How can I help you? Wait a minute. Prepare to show someone around the south tomorrow. Hold on a minute. I have a store to run tomorrow. Wait, Agron. You remember how the rumors go, right? I do, of course. I'll be ready for any change. Oh, hello there. My name is Agron Turfy. What's your name?
You know my name. Or did you forget? Sydney Millswood? Jeez, I can't believe you forgot. Did you forget why I'm here too?
No. I'm here to show you around. Now, shall we? This is Samria's fashion design studio, where I got this garb from.
Ah, you look quite impeccable, Agron.
This here is the leader's home.
He lives in that house? How cool.
Here we are at Florimi's Quantity Carpet Shop. Best stop if you want a lot of carpet.
Ooh, I see.
Quest Agency.
Oh,
Library.
okay.
Fletcher.
Oh, that's great.
Bowyer.
Cool.
As you already know, this is my cafe, the Woodfrost Cafe. Following this path, you'll make it to the archery range.
Oh, really? Well, I guess that's it for showing me around.
You know what? Let's go.
What? Why?
Nice to meet you all. My name's Helena Somwin. And if you would pay, please, because, well, why else would you be here?
I'll pay for the both of us.
Really?
What's your skill level? If you're a beginner, I'll teach you. I'm not talking to you, Agron.
Why? Well, I'm pretty good with a bow.
Really? I haven't seen you around. Here's your bows and arrows. Search for targets and shoot them. Should be pretty simple.
I didn't know you did archery.
I'm pretty good with physical activity.
I see.
How about you? You've been wanting to do archery since you got to the south, right? Or maybe even before that.
How did you know that?
You seemed reluctant when you thought your tour was over before archery, and I could see there was excitement on you that you didn't have prior.
You can tell.
I thought you seemed the type to hide how you really felt. How much did you bear on your own? Don't you know sharing your burden with someone else helps you survive its weight? Do you feel bitter now?
Yes.
Roleplay would be furious with me. I made a girl cry.
It was a well-needed cry.
Sure, won't you keep me posted on how life is for you so you don't shoulder it alone?
Sure. We should definitely meet again.
Was that a match or a friendship? Huh, maybe both.